They're looking at the back end of the car a lot, it has to be said. Obviously they have had problems before, so they are very cautious, or perhaps even just looking to see whether there's unnecessary leakage from
Andrew, we've got something happening on screen as well. A big blow-up from one of the Porsches running in the GTS class, and it's just being enveloped in a whole cloud of smoke. He's managed to stop virtually opposite a fire extinguisher point, I think, but that thing is just going up in a ball of flame as well now. Now, you've been in this situation before, haven't you?
Yes, that's not always the most pleasant thing, I must admit. And just to update you, the Toyota has actually gone out, so it's obviously a routine check, although there does appear to be some conversation. But yes, that really did get on the go. And the problem is, once the oil is really going, then that car really, they do burn very quickly.
Unfortunately, two British drivers in that car, or sharing that car this weekend. It's the John Robinson, Hugh Price and Hubert Haupt Roock Racing Porsche. So it looks very much as though their participation has come to an end this time, and that's very, very sad indeed. Obviously, they've been running reasonably well throughout the course of this race, but all gone now in a big cloud of smoke. And there is another view of the fire trailing, and a lot of oil was put down at that point.
That blew it out of the car, and as he was actually burning all the way down and burning on the track.
I believe we've got Jörg Müller down in the pits, ready to talk to Martin Haven. Jörg Müller driving for the lead car, the number 17 BMW. Tom Christensen in that car at the moment. Jörg Müller just out of the car. He's got his helmet off, and he's all set to talk to our man down there in the pit lane. He's been marching up and down the pit lane throughout the 24 hours so far. Martin Haven.
This is the face of a man who has been working hard. Jörg Müller, you look very relaxed.
I am. I mean, at the moment we've got a brilliant car, really. It's running like a Munich clockwork. No problems at all, and it's, at the moment it's very easy to do the times, I'm sure if Toyota would still have been there, we would fight like hell, We still have something in our pocket, so.
You were saying it's very hard to drive slow.
Yeah, because you lose concentration. We've got a pace of our team managers, but it's difficult to do it because at the moment the track is very good, the air is good, which means the engine's running well, so you have to back off a lot, and which is very difficult and not to lose control.
Is it easier in the morning now there are less slower cars?
Yeah, sure, there are less cars anyway on the track, not just slower, also the quicker ones, and you don't get any pickups because you don't have to overtake on the outside, so it's a lot easier to drive the times now.
So the longer it goes on, the easier it is for the drivers.
Yeah, but as more nervous we get, because there's still 5 hours to go, and shit can happen in the last 15 minutes, so, we need to wait till 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, we hope nothing happens bad for you. Do you want to say hello to the fans in Germany, in German?
Yeah, I want to say hello to my family auf Deutsch. Schöne Grüße nach Erkelenz auf die Go-Kart-Bahn und an alle Leute in Deutschland eigentlich, an alle Motorsport-Fans in Deutschland.
Vielen Dank.
So Jörg Müller then, part of that team that's leading this race by some 4 laps. The number 17 car, there it is. I'm glad to say we've been joined once again in the commentary box by a 3 times winner of this Le Mans event, Klaus Ludwig. Klaus, the BMW team really do seem to be in good shape now, don't they?
Absolutely. The car looks brilliant, seems to have no problems. And yeah, Jörg is a good guy, he's a real character, a racer, totally. I think he hates it to go slow now, and Charlie Lam will be behind him like whatever you say in English. Yeah, and
he'll be keeping an eye on. There's a lot of oil down there. We just saw, actually, while that interview was going on, we saw the number 53 Viper of David Donahue, Jean-Philippe Belloc and Sohail Ayari spinning on that oil. That's why the marshals are now taking their life in their hands, getting out there and putting it down a little bit of cement dust.
Yeah, and as the driver, you come to that point and we saw the car spinning and the marshals were not waving that intensively, and you don't know, is there oil or is it just a little spray or whatever, and you come to the point you don't want to lose necessarily too much time, so you go as quick as you can, but not too quick, and it's a gamble. And you see,
the replay there,
the replay of that car, and at that time there was no indication. Now the marshals are very brave,
sort of waving the flag out there somehow, sort of rather lazy wave of the